Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies video. So, Bang and Spike, the two bearded dragons, dropped a comment recently asking me to test out the Siren 9mm at the zombies health cap. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We're taking it through the early rounds, fully pack-a-punching it, upgrading it to legendary rarity, and pushing it all the way to around 55 to see if it can actually hold its own. If you're enjoying these weapon testing videos, then make sure you smack that like button, subscribe to help us on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and if you want more videos like this one, then drop a comment saying pizza. Now, before we hop in, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. Whether you're looking to unlock the Black Ops 6 mastery camos or grind them out in easier lobbies, you should definitely check out today's sponsor, Mitch Cactus. As the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, Mitch Cactus offers services on all platforms. Browse their website and you'll find multiple discounted offers available, and with my code HYPNO, you'll get an extra discount on your order. Thank you again to Mitch Cactus for sponsoring this video. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, we just made it to Shattered Vale, and as you can see, we've got this Siren 9mm. Okay, so first things first, in regards to ammo, we've got 40 rounds in the mag and 192 in reserve for a total ammo count of 232 rounds, which honestly is not too impressive. However, in regards to damage, we are now doing 30 per body shot and 147 per critical. Hold on. Yeah, no, 147 per critical. We are one-tapping zombies to the head, which is definitely a nice sign. But that's the thing with the Siren. This thing has always hit like an absolute truck. However, the fire rate is kinda how you doing, as you guys saw right there. But hopefully with the reintroduction of double tap, that's gonna be less of an issue. Okay, let's get that Rampage Inducer going just so we can get through these early rounds as fast as possible, because the first upgrade we're going to go for as soon as we make it to the mansion up there is Uncommon Rarity. Alright, we got a little toxic zombie round going, but we also have enough essence to make it over to the mansion, and we're at 750 salvage rather, which means we can go for Uncommon Rarity. Alright, let's do it, and there we go, Uncommon Rarity. We are now doing 45 damage per body shot, so that's an increase of 15 damage for body shots, and 220 per critical. Let's go, dude. Yeah, like I said, this thing hits like an absolute truck. Alright, time to go for the fuse, so we can start working on getting the Pack-a-Punch machine unlocked. Give me that circuit board. Yeah, dude, this thing is absolutely cooking already. Okay, let's quickly repair the fuse box back here, and we also need to flip the switch. There we go. Shouldn't be too hard cooking all the zombies coming out of that elevator. We'll also take care of the normal zombies for the... I mean, dude, yeah, look at her go. Just 2 zombies left from the elevator. We can flip that switch one more time, and we now have access to the Pack-a-Punch machine. Awesome. And we're also super close to being able to afford pack 1, so let's just quickly chill down here, get that final 100 essence. Come on, zombies, where are you boys at? There we go, and there we go, nice. Yeah, now we can afford pack 1. Let's quickly go for it. So, pack 1, Uncommon Rarity. First things first, we've now got 80 rounds in the mag and 384 in reserve for a total ammo count of 464 rounds. In regards to damage, we are now doing 111 per body shot, as you guys can see, and 576 per critical. Awesome. Yeah, definitely some solid numbers right here, dude. This thing is absolutely cooking zombies already. Honestly, can't wait to go for double tap. I'm really curious as to how this thing's going to perform. And for our secondary, we're definitely going to go for the Ray Gun Mark II, so we just picked up that little Casimir right there, because that's probably the easiest way to get an empty canister, in my opinion. Oh, brother, and we're at 1,000 salvage, which means we can also go for rare rarity, so once we throw that Casimir to get the empty canister, we can actually go for the upgrade. Okay, so we're gonna throw that Casimir like right here. That should do. Yep, perfect. Okay, let's go for the upgrade pack here. And nice. Pack 1, Rare Rarity. Where's the last zombie? Right here. We're now doing 148 per body shot, which is really nice to see. And, oh, damn it, dude. All right, let's wait for some zombies to spawn in again. Okay, so like I said, 140 or 128. Wait, what? Hold on, give me a sec. There we go. 148 per body shot and 768 per critical, which is really nice to see already. So almost 1,000 per critical already, which is wild. Little nuke on the ground. We're definitely not going to pick that up. Since we only have a handful of zombies left alive, I think it's the perfect time to head over to Shemsenge and actually do the abomination step to get the ray gun Mark II W. And of course, on the way there, we're also going to go for Jug, which, yeah, just to increase survivability. All right, we got all 3 rocks to float, and now we just need to protect this thing right here from the vermin. Okay, let's take that explosive canister and, oh dude, look at that. We got a little Samuel L. Trialson to spawn in. We're definitely gonna go for that. Who knows, who knows? We might get a pack 2 crystal, maybe an extra Alper Cappuccino. Okay, let's get her activated and kill in location. Okay, so we're gonna pop a little energy mine just to help out ever so slightly. 2 mines actually, the more the merrier. It's just 35 kills. We got this, boys. We got this. Just absolutely cooking Zombros out here. Dude, yeah, I am super impressed by the Siren already. And nice, we are done with the SAM trial. Let's see what we get here. And of course we get a blue tool, dude. Okay, we'll just slap it on the size. Ooh, and we're on round 10, which means the lab tech zombie should be downstairs somewhere. Yeah, we are making some good progress already. All right, lab technician, where are you at, brother? Is that him? Yes, it is. Nice. Give me that floppy dick. Thank you. I totally meant floppy disk there. But if you're suffering with a floppy dick, then you should check out today's sponsor, Blue Chew. Now I'm playing. Okay, let's put our floppy dick in there. Okay, is it done printing? Yes, it is. Okay, code is moth. Ooh, and now that I think of it, yeah, dude, let's quickly do it. We can actually slap on Lightmend because the Doppelgas downstairs is going to be weak to that. So we can already test some numbers. It doesn't really matter too much since we're only pack 1 rarity, but I am curious. Of course, one of our energy mines just killed a zombie and made us flip rounds. It's all good though. Let's just quickly get rid of the majority of zombies. Okay, so normally the code should be 737394. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see what the max hit is. And 1,152 per critical to the Doppelgast. Yeah, that dude died so quickly. That is wild. All right, let's pick up that severed arm. And would you look at that, we already got the ray gun Mark II, so we already have a solid secondary. We can make that bad boy even better by quickly upgrading her to the ray gun Mark II W. Nice, okay. And we're like 2,140 essence away from pack 2, so you know what, we might as well chill down here in the main frame. And of course we get a toxic zombie round, dude. All right, one more kill should do it, and there we go. We have enough to quickly go for pack 2. Awesome. Okay, so pack 2 rarity. We're now doing 296 per body shot. Dude, I'm telling you, that is wild. And 1,536 per critical. Like I said, this thing just hits like an absolute truck. This is probably why I didn't mind the fire rate too much when this thing first released, because honestly, damage makes up for it. Okay, so now we are on the essence and salvage grind. We're like 26,345 essence away from pack 3, and we still need a fair amount of salvage to make it to legendary rarity. To be fair, in theory, we could even pop a little dead drop. Let's wait for it to activate. There we go. Okay, we can kill them now. Nice. Some easy salvage like that. Dude, we have enough for epic rarity already. That is crazy. I swear, dead drop is an absolute W. Yeah, let's actually quickly upgrade to epic rarity. There we go. And we already have Lightmend for next round when the Elder Disciple decides to spawn in. Dude, I honestly can't wait to see how this thing performs at round 55. All right, that should kick us up to round 16. Never mind, one zombie left. Dude, even the armor damage is on point. This thing's not even maxed out yet, brother. Bummer that there's no decoy on the ground, or we would have been able to actually throw one of those down to test some numbers against the Elder Disciple. All right, he's right there. Let's see what we can do. How much are we hitting? 3,456 per critical. That is crazy good. And he is gone. Nice. Yeah, Energy Mine just absolutely cooked that guy. Is there no ammo drop from him? Okay, I guess we already picked it up. Nice. So yeah, we are already cooking Elder Disciples, and she's not even maxed out yet. Let's quickly buy some more ammo. We're not going to use the Ray Gun Mark II quite yet because I am still trying to farm some extra essence, or salvage rather. And since of course the Siren has a suppressor, we're just getting extra essence or salvage. Dude, what is wrong with me? Can't even talk today, boys. We're so close to maxing this thing out as well. We're just 8,000 essence away and like 650 salvage away. Come on. Yeah, we might be able to go for legendary rarity at the end of this round, I'll be honest, because there's a bunch of salvage on the ground right there. And look at that, dude. We have enough for a legendary rarity. Let's quickly go for it. And awesome. Okay, pack 2 legendary rarity. We're now doing 592 per body shot and 3,072 per critical. That is insane. We're also super close to being able to go for pack 3. Ooh, a little Samuel trial spawned in though. Yeah, let's go for pack 3 first. We can always go do that Sam trial after, because yeah, we are so close. Might as well. And there we go. We got 30,000 essence, boys. Let's quickly head downstairs. Can't wait to see the numbers on this thing. And also, we don't even have Deadshot yet, so critical damage is going to be even better. And there we go. Pack 3 legendary rarity. We're now doing 6,000. Brother, hold on. No way. Let's try that again. Okay, didn't see any numbers on that guy. 6,144 per critical. Brother, what? Yeah, now this thing already gets 10 out of 10. And in terms of damage to the body, 1,184. I mean, dude, look at this. We're just mowing down the entire horde. That's crazy work. All right, let's quickly head over to spawn and get that Samuel L. Trowson done. Might get a free perk off that. Okay, let's get that activated, and equipment kills. Okay, let's get a nice horde of zombies together since we have Molotovs. Okay. I'd say that's a good amount right there. Now we'll throw a little decoy, get them all grouped up. Brother, look at how many. That's insane. There we go. Okay, the kills are already going up. We're at 9, 10, 11, 15. Okay, we didn't get as many kills as I would have liked to get there. Okay, got a little combat axe off, and that might be the play. Let's get them all lined up, kinda. There we go. How many kills was that? Okay, yeah, combat axe is definitely the play for this one. Should be an extra one here. Yes, there is. And let's try to pick this one up again. All right, 21, 22, 25. Oh, damn. Okay, we're kind of running low on time now. We need to hurry up here. There we go. We're at 32 now. Not bad. Let's get them all lined up here. There we go. 34, 37. Oh, brother. No. No, come on. We just need 3 more kills, bro. No shot. How is that only 1? That went right into the horde. There we go. 40 out of 40. We actually pulled it off, dude, in the last second or two. Nice. Okay, let's see what we got in here. All right, I'll take the little cash me outside. Thank you. Yeah, nice little reward right there. Awesome. One thing I would like to go for here as well is quick revive, just so we have some faster health regen. Oh, hold on. We got a little Elder Disciple to spawn in, so we'll throw that Casimir. And how much damage are we doing now? 9,216 per critical is wild to see. Of course, that's elemental damage, right? Since the guy's weak to light mend, but still, keep in mind, we don't have elemental pop, which would further increase that, and we also don't have Deadshot Daiquiri, which would up that even further. But of course, for those two perks, we still need to get to round 25. We're 4 rounds away. I guess in theory, we could go for Speed Cola real quick, right back. Oh, there we go, right back here. Not like it's needed, but let's see. Okay, yeah, reload speed is so fast now. It was already pretty good without Speed Cola, but this is just crazy. Definitely going to be helpful in the high rounds where, you know, we have a bunch of zombies on us and stuff. You definitely want to make sure you can reload as fast as possible and then lay some fire down again. All right, we're just 2 rounds away from round 25. Then we can hit the Wonder Fizz and test the max numbers. Which, honestly, yeah, that's pretty much the last thing we do need to test. And after that, we just need to take her to round 55, see if she can hold her own against health cap zombies. And nice, we just made it to round 25. You know what, let's quickly craft up a little decoy. There we go. We also got an Elder Disciple to spawn in, so I would like to quickly perk up before we attack that guy. Because that way we can already test the max numbers now already. Let's just quickly get rid of the majority of zombies back here. And okay, I'd say that's good. Let's quickly head downstairs. All right, let's hurry up and okay, no, we're going to have to throw a decoy here. So we're going to take that, some of that. Yep, and that as well. Okay, yeah, we got all the perks we need. Max critical is over 10,000 now. Hold on. What the? Wait. Let's just get some distance quickly. Okay, so we're now doing 7,096 per critical now that we have Deadshot, and of course the follow-up is 10,000. Brother, that is crazy. Over 10,000, 10,644. Absolutely insane. Big 12,000 to this guy right here. Okay, let's try to run around it to the Elder Disciple real quick. And we are doing 18,000 was the max hit. So I think 12,000 is the normal critical, and the follow-up thanks to double tap is 18,000. Yeah, seeing numbers like that is amazing, dude. Even 10,000 on the normal zombies, like what? And look at the fire rate, boys. It is actually awesome now. So yeah, I will say for these early rounds, the Siren definitely gets 10 out of 10. She is absolutely amazing. So yeah, we saw how it performs in the early rounds. We saw how she does when she's fully maxed out. As you guys can see, I mean, dude, we are one-tapping zombies to the head right now, which is a really nice feeling on round 26. And she absolutely cooks Elder Disciples. So the only thing left to do now would be to take her all the way to round 55 to see if she can hold her own against health cap zombies. So I'll see you guys as soon as I make it to round 55. Alright, and those should be the last few zombies right here of round 54. And okay, we still got one more back here, a little armored zombie, and that's gonna kick us up to round 55. So we are now up against round 100 health cap zombies, and as you guys can see, armor damage is, you know, kind of how you doing. So it's taking a second to kill the armored zombies. Normal zombies, of course, do go down relatively quickly, but honestly not as fast as I would have liked them to. Yeah, I was definitely expecting more from the Siren 9mm, but I mean, hey, she is definitely still cooking. So can she hold her own against round 100 health cap zombies? Absolutely, but it is by no means your best option. Definitely still a super fun weapon to use though, don't get me wrong, so I'm not hating on the Siren, I'm just saying it's not the best. But yeah, in the early rounds, this thing was absolutely cooking, so it's definitely a solid choice for going all the way up to like round 40-ish, but as of like the round 45 mark, I definitely noticed how damage started becoming an issue. Which is kind of weird though, because the numbers on this thing are pretty impressive, but yeah, guess it is what it is. So yeah, she can definitely do some work, but nah. It's just the armored ones, boys. It takes way too long to take care of them. Little insta-kill right there. That's definitely going to help speed things up right here. I mean, yeah, like this, she's definitely a 10 out of 10 weapon. So I'd say if you're only using this thing until round maybe, I don't know, round 30 to 35, I'm gonna have to give this thing like a 8 out of 10. But if you're trying to take it to round 55 like we are right now, then probably like a 6 out of 10, something like that. Just takes a bit too long to take care of these Zombros. Man, I'm just disappointed, I'll be honest, because I really love this Aaron. I love the look of it, I love the overall feel of it, but Treyarch, please buff this thing ever so slightly, you know, nothing too crazy, but just a little buff. That would be greatly appreciated from your boy. And if you don't buff it, I'm not buying the next Black Cell. Okay, I'm probably still gonna buy it for content, but still. Treyarch, you're walking on thin ice. Okay, we ran out of ammo there. I'll be honest. Ooh, look at that little max ammo on the ground for us. So yeah, I'll be honest, ammo hasn't been too much of an issue, even though the ammo count isn't the greatest. Once again, you do a fair amount of damage, but it almost feels like, so if you look at the bottom right now, we're still kind of burning through ammo slowly. I don't know, it's a weird one. Maybe if the fire rate on this thing were even better, she'd get a higher rating, but yeah, not the greatest. So yeah, we saw this thing performs in the early rounds, we saw how she does when she's fully pack-punched and upgraded, as you guys saw right there, and we saw that she can hold her own against around 55 zombies, but it's just not the best option. So now the only thing left to do would be to call in that Exfil. Nice little soda fountain for us there, thank you. Now, fingers crossed, we're gonna get an Elder Disciple to spawn in for this one and not an Amalgam. Alright, come on, spawn in, Zombros, spawn in. I don't hear any Elder Disciple yet. Okay, yeah, we got an Elder Disciple. Cool, where is he gonna spawn? Back here? Okay, awesome. Start cooking that guy. Okay, there we go. He's already dead. That was very fast. But again, that's all thanks to Lightmend, not the Sarah 9mm. Lightmend in general just absolutely obliterates those guys. Yeah, 26 more Zombros to go. I think we'll actually take advantage of using decoys just so we get them all grouped up. We'll take care of that parasite as well. Yeah, 22 more zombies. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to pull this off, but yeah, fingers crossed all the zombies spawn in time. That's the main issue with this map, I'll be honest. The Exfils are kinda how you doing compared to other maps. Like on other maps at this point here, we'd already have all the zombies spawned in, but on Shattered Vale, they sometimes take forever. Like that one right there just spawned in. We still need 2 more. Okay, so 1 more after this guy. All right, final zombies right here. Nice. At least this time they didn't take too long to spawn in. Nice little round 56. Exfil, 4,186 eliminations. Let's go. Okay, time to look at the build, even though I'm pretty sure there's not too many options for it. So yeah, for the optic, we went with the iron sight over the carry handle sight, because, I don't know, this just kinda looks weird, I'll be honest with you, and I really like the iron sights on her. She is pretty clean. Of course, the only muzzle option's the suppressor, so you're gonna want to make sure you're running that for the added salvage drop chance. Yep, long barrel's the only barrel. Okay, we went with the lightweight foregrip instead of the vertical foregrip, and we also went with extended mag 1, brother. I swear, there's almost no options. So yeah, definitely a really basic build right here, but yeah, once again, my final rating for this thing, all things considered, is gonna have to be about a 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, I can't give it more, even though I really love the gun itself. It's just not the greatest option for higher rounds. But once again, as you guys saw earlier, in the early rounds, she absolutely cooks. So if you're one of those people who only plays until round 31 or around 35, this thing's definitely gonna hold its own, but if you're planning on going to health cap, there's definitely some better options out there. So I was really happy that we had the Ray Gun Mark II as secondary, trust me. Especially once we got to like round 45, something like that. It was just noticeably bad. So yeah, I would greatly appreciate if this thing got a slight buff. Once again, nothing too crazy, but just you know, just a minor buff, that would be awesome. So yeah, if there's any other weapons or builds you guys want me to check out, then drop a comment down below and I will work on it soon. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with the best strategies here in Black Ops 6 Zombies. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever in the world you are, and as always, goodbye.